Joining me now on this special broadcast to widen the scope of this discussion is Dr. Vikram Singh. He's former Director General of the Uttar Pradesh Police. Ajay Alok is the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Vivek Silas is the spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Also with me on this broadcast is Sharad Pradhan, a political analyst joining us from Lucknow. And Dr. Vikram Singh, how do you view the LPG cylinder, the fuel bottle, the matchbox and the explosives kept in that mithai box on the tracks?
Good evening, Gauravji and gentlemen. There are unmistakable signs that every explosive system has a pedigree, and this pedigree has the stamp of terrorism. The homegrown story that whatever is available in the neighborhood grocer's place, the supposed explosive powder, as also the petrol and the gas cylinder, the matchboxes, all point to a single thing of homegrown explosives. Therefore, the second option is, it is not just the attempt. There have been earlier attempts also, and they fall into a similar pattern. Wooden sleepers, concrete blocks, cement blocks, and what have you. And obviously, the purpose was not to derail the train itself, but to derail the economy of the country. It is an attack not on the train itself. As Girirajji had said, it is an attack on India. And therefore, I would say that we had the Sabarmati explosions also in the year 2006 also, on the very similar pattern. And yes, the explosives, as also the other things were almost of a similar pattern.
Vivek?
And it's a matter of satisfaction that all the best brains investigators have come to work out the case and give a befitting reply to those who are inimical to India.
Okay, so before I bring in a political guest, let me also put one question to Mr. S.K. Vij, joining us on the broadcast, somebody who's worked so extensively with Indian Railways and for so long. Sir, had the cylinder exploded, in your appreciation, and since you've dealt with these incidents, sir, what would have happened? How do you see this cylinder on the tracks?
You see, the train is a huge mass, a huge momentum. I would not expect, but then the issue is not that how much damage could have been there. The issue is, why would such a thing come about? Yes. Now the track is open to public. It is open for interference. It is open for trespassing. We have a system of, going over the track every day from one end to the other end through a key man. And then in addition, as the trains are traveling, the train driver, if he finds something on the adjoining track, he is also expected to report. But all these methods are not good enough.
Yes.
Because so much manpower cannot be employed. So we have to do something, aerial surveillance, to be able to prevent such things. But not only prevent, when we catch such things, we should take exemplary action also, so that others are, made to feel that, it is not something worth doing and getting away with it.
Absolutely. Exemplary action against those who may have kept this LPG cylinder on the tracks. Vivek Silas, how do you view this? Because you heard Union Minister Giriraj Singh. They're very clear. This is an attempt not just to target the train, but it's virtually targeting our country.
Yes, it looks very incredible and it's very horrifying as well, But instead of, taking the responsibility or talking about how it can be controlled and who are the people behind it, the BJP has forever, they have blamed the opposition for the last 10 years. Whatever is happening in the country, whether good or bad, opposition is responsible for everything, And what Mr. Giriraj Singh says was very, unfortunate what he said about pre-independence, that अंग्रेजों के खिलाफ हम ट्रेन दुर्घटना कराते थे और अंग्रेजों के खिलाफ हम बैंक की डकैती भी कराते थे. That is what Giriraj Singh said, and you even tried to intervene him, but he never stopped. So, इस तरह की बातें करना, I think Giriraj Singh should be sorry about it. I think at the moment the NIA is investigating it, any other capable and competent agencies what we have in India, because this is a matter of great concern. And it's not always that the opposition has to speak against the government. On this issue, the opposition is with the government. If such things are happening, if India is under threat from any foreign agency or internal agencies, the opposition stands with the government. They should be dealt the people should be
Very
caught
good.
and law should prevail immediately.
Very good. Ajay Alok, Dr. Alok, you heard the Samajwadi Party. How long will the government blame the opposition instead of doing their job, is what the opposition seems to be saying, sir.
Well, government knows about its job much better than what Silas is saying. First of all, this terror mishap has been averted. But the threat always looms there. You know why we are calling it a toolkit, Gaurav? 5 hours ago, you just ran a story that an Islamic cleric in Bangladesh, Jasimuddin Rahmani,
Yes.
he just said कि भारत को टुकड़े कर देंगे, हम लोग को जम्मू कश्मीर को कब्जा करना है पाकिस्तान अफगानिस्तान की मदद से, और चाइना को कह के चिकन नेक को बंद कर देंगे and 7 Islamic sisters को भी इंडिया के अगेंस्ट करेंगे. ये कह रहे थे till the time he was saying all this fine. But in the second moment, he says, I appeal to Mamata Banerjee to liberate West Bengal from India, to liberate West Bengal from Narendra Modi.
Yes.
And 6 hours has passed. None of the leaders, just Mr. Sahil of the Samajwadi Party spokesperson has the guts to condemn, at least he can condemn that leader, that's why he's taking Mamata Banerjee's name. No clarification from TMC, no statement from Congress, Samajwadi Party, nothing doing. When separatists like that have the audacity to ask you to liberate India, then why will you say that yes, you are a part of toolkit who's actually promoting these gangs? Just imagine the consequences. What would have happened had this terror attempt would have been successful?
Okay.
There would be another Godhra in UP.
So God forbid, just
I'm
the
giving you in
thought is
writing,
horrifying.
अगर ये दुर्घटना हो जाती तो second Godhra होता. Who was
Sharad
responsible for that?
Pradhan, you heard what Faratullah Ghori had said in Pakistan. You heard Dr. Ajay Alok when he's talking about what the Ansarullah Bangladesh team leader is saying. Bharat ko tod do. That is why this is being seen as a toolkit to break India. Sharad Pradhan.
Well, Gaurav, I'm really impressed at the manner in which you and Mr. Giriraj Singh have worked out the case at the drop of the hat. I mean, while the police, NIA still have not said that it is a terror attack. You are jumping at conclusion. I don't know why, but let me tell you, there was a
I'm
similar
jumping
case.
to no conclusions, but Sharad Pradhan, I ask questions. Instead of taking dictations like some, I ask questions.
Are you asking me, wanting me to reply?
Yes, but
you want to
answer the
continue
question
talking?
instead of making insinuations, Mr. Pradhan.
I am answering a question. You
Just
are
answer the
jumping
question
at
straight.
conclusion. Let me tell you, you are probably not aware that there was a similar incident in the Vidhan Sabha of Uttar Pradesh in 2017 or 18, and they found some powder, and they described it as RDX.
I'm aware it was found to be cement.
Let me tell you,
It was found to be whitewash. So don't think the anchor doesn't know.
It was
Don't come with the presumption that only you know everything, sir. Please, for heaven's sake.
You are making mountain out of a molehill for whatever reason you might be doing. But this is what you are trying to do. And your people, they are trying. It is the matter.
You may have come from taking a dictation from somewhere. Not everyone takes dictation, Sharad Pradhan.
You must be having some agenda to do this. This is what I suspect.
It is my job to ask questions, and I ask questions. But let me take this once again to Ajay Alok. Ajay Alok, Sharad Pradhan says that you're making a mountain out of a molehill. Respond to Sharad Pradhan. And Sharad Pradhan, next time I expect you to respond to Ajay Alok. Don't drag the anchor into this.
It's a straightaway case. When I say toolkit, it involves lot of people. When I say toolkit, it involves political person. When I say toolkit, it involves those persons also who try to cover up the things. Like what Mr. Sharad Pradhan is doing here. He does not take this to be a terror incident. He says that NIA and police, he must have listened to the UP DGP, what he said today. What he said today, how this looks like under the first impression. And then he said that 10 people have been detained and the questioning is going on. And we are looking into all angles whether terror incidents, whether this was a terror input or not. First of all, so you are behaving like a toolkit.
It's a shame.
And this I know very nicely because you people try to cover up things. But what is the bigger impact, Gaurav? I would like to appeal to all the citizens of this country. Be aware, be vigilant. The government cannot manage all the tracks in this country. We run 2.5 crore people every day on the Indian railways. These
Okay.
people want to jeopardize the Indian system.
Let me
by
take this
attacking
back.
the railways
Let me
and
take
attack
this
on the
back to
country.
Sharad Pradhan.
But they are not standing there.
Sharad Pradhan, the BJP spokesperson says, remain vigilant, be aware, the country is being targeted. That is his version. What is your response to him?
That doesn't mean you play politics with a serious thing. You are making mockery of a serious incident which could have caused havoc. But you are making mockery by jumping at conclusions, by giving all the BJP spokesman is the last word on this. Then why have NIA? You and Mr. Alok and
NIA is there to nab people.
You should give the
NIA
verdict. You have already given the verdict. You have already given the verdict.
What?
Come on. Don't make a mockery of this incident.
Dr. Vikram Singh,
the whole story will come up. That's what
by playing politics, you are only making...
Dr. Vikram Singh and Mr. S.K. Vij would perhaps know more than Sharad Pradhan, Ajay Alok, Vivek Silas and I on this broadcast on terrorism and the railways. I will let Dr. Vikram Singh and Mr. S.K. Vij have the last word on this issue, but go on, Dr. Vikram Singh.
Gauravji, it serves nobody's purpose to trivialize the matter and sweep it underneath the carpet and make a mockery of it. It's a very serious matter and a threat to the nation and national security. And to say that somebody has just speaking off the hat is an extremely irresponsible, to say the least. I had expected better of Sharad Pradhanji. I have so much of respect for him, but I did not expect him to trivialize this matter. And I would say the best brains and the best intelligence agencies are at work with it, and we would expect the truth to come out. Please don't try to trivialize it, Sharadji. Please don't try to trivialize it.
No, I'm not trivializing it.
Okay.
You're BJP spokesman. You are not a BJP spokesman, Mr. Vikram Singh.
Well, are you somebody's spokesman? I am not.
But the
And you
BJP
but are you somebody's spokesman, Sharad Pradhanji? No, I'm not. But are you somebody's? Are you holding somebody's brief?
Why the hell?
Are you holding somebody's brief?
I would expect our guests to keep their language civil, Sharad Pradhan. That's the least we can expect of you. But let me bring in Vivek Silas and Sharad Pradhan. We have an official Samajwadi Party spokesperson on this special broadcast. For the benefit of all our viewers, we have a Samajwadi Party spokesperson on the broadcast. Mr. Silas, you heard Giriraj Singh. He says this could have been a Godhra 2.0 had the explosion happened. And that, sir, looks very sinister. That sounds very sinister.
No, it's the duty of any government, whether it's the BJP government or the Congress government or any government for that matter. The first thing that the government has to do, and they abide by that also, whether they abide or not, I'm sorry to say that, but the first thing is the protection of its citizens. And the protection of citizens is the responsibility of any government.
Absolutely.
So I would request the central government sitting in the center. They are responsible for protection of all Indians, and we are supporting the central government for this. But you cannot wash your hands by saying it's a toolkit. You cannot say something like this could have happened. But the question is, why such things are happening?
Okay.
Who all are behind it, and what should be done to protect it?
Fair enough.
That is the main thing that no one is talking on the show.
No, we are seeking answers to, and I put that question to the Union Minister and to Dr. Ajay Alok. But Mr. S.K. Vij, sir, in your appreciation, could this have become a Godhra 2.0 since you've dealt with the aftermath of Godhra 2.0? It just sounds very scary, sir.
It does appear that the intentions were bad, but they would have been successful or not. It is something to go into, some more thinking. But what I am saying is it should be investigated. It should also be planned how to keep surveillance over such a large amount tracts in the country, because it is not something possible humanly. And exemplary punishment should be given, no doubt, so that prevents from others to think about doing similar things.
Fair enough, sir. I will let that be the last part on this part of the show. To all our guests, many, many thanks for joining me here on India Today.